So much for parliamentary debates. Now, I like to proceed to the more significant aspect of Turkish documentation, which is the Fifth Committee, 5. Şube Tahkikat Komisyonu. A deputy, an Arab deputy, Fuad, introduced a motion in the Chamber of Deputies on November 4, 1918, 10 points. He wanted to official investigation of the crimes perpetrated during World War I, and there were 10 points. Some of them dealt with illegal profiteering, but number 5 and number 10 of these 10 points dealt with the Armenian deportations and massacres. The 5th was about the special organization convicts released from the prisons who were in charge of massacres, and the 10th was illegal activities of deportation. So the motion passed, and then, according to Ottoman Constitution, the 5th committee, the Chamber of Deputies had 12 subcommittees and then 5 committees. So a committee was formed of deputies to investigate the Armenian deportations and massacres, among other things. All members of the 2 Turkish wartime cabinets were interrogated in writing and orally for about 7 weeks. Cabinet minister after cabinet minister and 2 Sheikhul Islams were interrogated by this 5th committee consisting of about 22 members. There were 45 members, but the rest were absent, so about 20 to 21 members were present for about several weeks, interrogating day in, day out these wartime Turkish cabinet ministers. And there is not enough time to go into detail, but let me point out to you what 2 important cabinet ministers revealed in the course of this investigation. Justice Minister Ibrahim admitted during interrogation that on the instance of War Minister Enver and Interior Minister Talat, large numbers of convicts were released from the prisons for massacre duty. Think of it. A wartime justice minister admitting that he was pressured by the 2 architects of the Armenian Genocide, War Minister Enver and Interior Minister Talat, to release convicts. And in the Ottoman Constitution, there is a provision that convicts cannot be used for military service. But they manipulated the Senate, the Parliament. They came and said that they are urgently needed, and they never, and one of them, the chief of Department 2 of the Ottoman headquarters, admitted that they were used for non-front military duties. In other words, instead of for the intended purpose of serving on the front lines, he admitted that they were used for other reasons, for other purposes. He used patriotic service. And we know that the bulk of the Armenian massacres was perpetrated by these convicts released from the prisons of the Ottoman Empire. So, this is the Justice Minister Ibrahim saying that a significant, he used the word, significant number of convicts were released from the prisons. Then, the most sensational admission in this 5th committee investigation was made by Grand Vizier Said Halim Pasha. The title Grand Vizier corresponds to Prime Minister. Said Halim Pasha, and this is also recorded and published. At one point, he said, I, the head of the Ottoman cabinet, we issued a decree for the deportation of the Armenian population. But then he added, but he said, we ordered deportation, but we didn't say kill the deportees. This is what he exactly said. Deportation was not an order to you that you should kill the deportees. This too is recorded. Then he said, when I protested to Interior Minister Talat, he ignored me. I asked material, I asked documentation as to what is being done with the Armenian deportations. He ignored. Think of it. He is an Interior Minister. By status, he is an subordinate to the Prime Minister, the Grand Vizier. And he's ignoring the request of his boss, the Prime Minister, to supply material and to answer to the charges that the deportees are being massacred. So much for the fifth committee of the investigation. These two, the minutes of the entire proceedings of the fifth investigative committee are published and available today, both in Ottoman Turkish and modern Turkish. Finally, I come to the most important aspect of Turkish documentation, the Turkish court-martial.